Okay, let's give you guys some practice. So somehow integrate this. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so before jumping into the reduction formula, try to thrive for something being the exact derivative of another thing. So if you look at this, when you differentiate tan, you get secant squared. If you can get secant squared and rewrite everything else in terms of tan, then you know it's going to be easy to integrate. And then if you look at this, secant of x, if you differentiate it, it will give you this. If you can somehow get this to be the exact derivative of everything in terms of secant, then you know it's going to be easy to integrate by using substitution. So before we jump to the reduction formula, let's try and thrive for this, getting something to be the exact derivative of another thing. So looking at this, you've got one block multiplying with this block. So let's try and thrive for this. So let's try and create secant squared from 10 to the power 4 and secant. So let's rewrite 10 to the power 4 as this, one block multiplying another block, and you've got your secant here, secant. And then by making use of this, we know that we can change this to all secant, and then you've got this. But then if you look at this, this times this will be secant to the power 3. And then this times this will be secant. So here we can't really create this scenario where you've got something being the exact derivative of another thing. So this won't work. Let's try and seek out for this. So rewrite this as this 10 to the power 3 times 10, and then now you can see that this is this block here. And then now it's just a matter of turning this into secant. If we can turn this into a secant, then we know it's going to be easy to integrate by using substitution. But the thing is, this is to the power of 3. We need something to be to the power of even. Then we can change this block into everything involving secant. Everything involving secant. So here, this block, this method doesn't work. This method doesn't work. So now we've got no choice but to use the reduction formula. So let's go back to the very start. We are trying to integrate this. We know we can't take a shortcut, so we have to use the reduction formula. So reduction formula, luckily this is to the power of an even number, so we can make use of this to turn this block into all secant. So rewrite this 10 to the power 4 as this 10 squared squared. So now we can make use of this. We can make use of this to turn this block into this. So now you can see everything is in terms of secant. Everything is in terms of secant. So blah blah blah. Hang on. So now you've got this thing squared. So when you square it, it will then give you this. And then this times this. That's to the power of 5. This times this to the power of 3. This times this to the power of 1. So that will then take you to here. So now we can use the reduction formula. So hang on. So we are currently here. So now just leave these two for the time being. Let's just concentrate on this. So we're going to use the reduction formula just on this block. We will sort out these later on. So using the reduction formula just on this block, remember Rn here is 5. Rn here is 5. So using the reduction formula on this will then give you, hang on, let me think, will then give you this thing here. Will then give you this thing here. So you've got your minus 2 here, minus 2, and so on. Because remember, 5 is Rn here. So it will be secant to the power of 5 take away 2, that would be 3. That would be 3. And then you've got your 10, 10, 5 take away 1 would be 4. And then you've got 5 take away this would be 3, 5 take away 1 would be 4, and then 5 take away 2 would be 3. Well, the point here is that this thing here will then become this. So now this block here is this, and this here is this. So using the reduction formula, that will then take us to here. Okay, so now, hang on. So now, hang on, let me think, sorry. So now we're currently here at the moment. So you can now see that this is exactly the same as this. So let's merge these two together. So that would be 3 over 4. Take away 8 over 4. Take away 2 here. So that would be negative 5 over 4. That would be negative 5 over 4. So merging these two together will then give us this thing here. Okay, and then you've got your secant, and then this thing here is this thing here. And then now, looking at this, we can now use the reduction formula on this. We will sort this out later on. So let's use this reduction formula on this bit only. Or using the reduction formula on this will then give you this thing here. And then now we can tidy this up. This times this will then give us, hang on, this times this will then give us this, and then this times this will then give us this, and then this remains the same. And then you've got this block here remains the same. So now you can see exactly the same plus exactly the same. So that will then give you this thing here. And then now we've seen, well, by now you should know that just by heart, know this by heart. The integral of this is given by this, and we've seen this in the past in one of the earlier videos. So by now, just know that the minute you see this, then you can jump to this. Okay, so because we've seen this many times, so I'm expecting you to know this by heart. Okay, so integrate this will then give us this, and then that. So our final answer will be given by this thing here. Okay.